moment is indeed under the control of a group of people called zviganandas. These are people who are given tenders by the regime of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. In most instances, they don't deliver to the tenders that they are given by the government. Rather, the money is taken by them, as well as also their principal, who happens to be Mnangagwa himself. I think the co-option of Gudawashe Takwire visa and also the co-option of Tungwarara clearly demonstrates that these are individuals who are calling the shots within ZANU PF and who have actually captured ZANU PF as a political party. And on this live broadcast, I would be demonstrating that indeed the Zviganandas are currently in control, fully in control of ZANU PF and making critical decisions for ZANU PF. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. In the views of Gudawashe Takwire, at one point he was quoted saying, if you have got money, you have got power, and power comes through money, making it quite clearly that he is using his money to dominate in ZANU PF. And what has actually shown beyond reasonable doubt is the co-option of Tungwarara, Paul Tempter Tungwarara, by the Manicaland province. Now, caption this, in Harare, Gudawashe Takwire rose into power because he bribed the province of Harare. Retired General Chwenga made attempts to resist this, but to no avail. A series of Politburo meetings were convened. Essays were written by various members of ZANU PF in defense of Gudawashe Takwire. Reshuffles had to be done, and officials that are loyal to Gudawashe Takwire and Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa given positions. And at the moment, the very same system that was used by Gudawashe Takwire appears to be problematic to the men. So it's quite clear that especially Gudawashe Takwire wants to dominate, wants to call the shots amongst the Zvigananda. He wants to be the chief Chikananda. That is why he was not pleased by Tungwarara copying and pasting his strategies in Harare to emerge in Manicaland. And also he did not foresee that Tungwarara would actually fight to be at the same position with him. If of course Gudawashe Takwire emerges, if Tungwarara rather emerges to the Central Committee, it means he would be at par with Gudawashe Takwire. That is why he is fighting very, very hard. Look at this extent of capture. Now, Gudawashe Takwire is not happy about the co-option of actually to Paul Tempter Tungwarara. What does Gudawashe Takwire goes to do? He bribes Mnyaradzi Machacha, a very, very notorious commissar of ZANU PF, who is sleeping with girls, promising them positions within ZANU PF. Now he is easily bought and he is in the pocket of actually, of course, Gudawashe Takwire, and he was backed by obviously a desperate, that is Patrick Chinamasa, who came through. The moment I saw Patrick Chinamasa and a guy called Mukwadi actually writing on X defending the decision taken by Mnyaradzi Machacha, these people can actually tell you what is happening in the WhatsApp groups of ZANU PF. Patrick Chinamasa could not have written on a wall and say, I support the decision that has been undertaken by Mnyaradzi Machacha, if there was nobody opposing that decision within ZANU PF, it means a debate ensued within the corridors of ZANU PF, be it their WhatsApp group or whatsoever, and then this warranted now the bootlickers of Gudawashe Chakure, who are paid by Gudawashe Chakure, reduced from being politicians to Gudawashe's trolls, to actually go on social media and start making noise in defense of the decisions that are influenced by the pockets of Gudawashe Chakure. So money is playing a factor, and also what was done by Tukwarara, that he became the highest bidder in Manicaland in order to secure a central committee seat. Now, what that simply tells you, we are going to a stage where ZANU PF would be run by people with money. That is where we are actually going. And those without money, and you will think that this money is accumulated through proper businesses. No, it is not accumulated through proper businesses. These people receive monies through tenders, of which they don't deliver in. There are numerous projects of which Tungwarara was given to actually carry out developments. They are actually elephants. Just like Wicknell Chivayo, there are numerous projects that he has been given by the government to execute, but up to today, those projects are not executed. But the man is flying with a private jet for himself, buying his wife cars, splashing out millions of United States dollars. And these are taxpayers' money. And someone tells you Zimbabwe is not developing because of sanctions. No, Zimbabwe is not developing because resources that are meant for the people of Zimbabwe are siphoned by this group called Zvigananda. Now, caption this, just imagine a Zimbabwe that would be led by Gudawashe Chakure, a Zimbabwe that would be led by Paul Temter to Parara, a Zimbabwe that would be under the custodian of all these people, or Wicknell Chivayos. What they will do, they will be accumulating all the wealth and reducing Zimbabweans to beggars. And in order to actually get a vehicle out of 1 million people, you have to sing a nice song or praise Chivayo in a nice manner, or Gudawashe Chakure in that regard. That is what Mnangagwa has reduced ZANU PF to be. So ZANU PF essentially under the custodianship of the Zviganandas. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we film live, you become the very